Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back with me, Dela Eni Putri. I'm from University of Sumatera, and now I want to explain you my presentation about expenditure cycle. There are 4 basic expenditure cycle activities. First is order raw materials, equipment, and services. 2. Receive materials, equipment, services. 3. Approve supplier invoice and cash disbursement. Ordering raw materials, equipment, and services. The first major business activity in expenditure cycle is to order supplies or services. This involves identify first what, when, and how much to buy, and then choosing which suppliers to buy. One trait that inaccurate inventory record can produce stocks that cause lost sales or carry excess inventory that increase costs. To reduce the risk of this problem, the perpetual inventory method must be used to ensure that information about inventory is always up to date. 2 is choosing a supplier. An important operating decision in purchasing is choosing supplier for supplies. Some facts must be considered in making this decision is a price, quality of ingredients, and dependence in shipping. 1. Identify what, when, and how much to buy. Process. There are 5 processes to identify what, when, and how to buy. First is economic order quantity or EOQ. This is optimal order size to minimize the amount of ordering, storage, and out of the stock cost. 2. Reorder point. This is determine the level at which the inventory balance of an item must be before the order to replenish stock begins. Material requirements planning or MRP. An approach to inventory management that seeks to reduce the level of inventory needed by increasing the accuracy of forecast techniques to better schedule purchases to meet production needs. Just-in-time inventory system or JIT, a system that minimizes or eliminates inventory virtually by buying and producing goods only in response to actual sales rather than predicted. And last, purchase request, an electronic document on form that identifies the requisitioner, determine the location of delivery, and the required date. Identify the item number, description, quantity, and price of each item requested and might suggest a supplier. The budget is also very helpful in burdening the purchase cost. The purchase must be charged to an account that is the responsibility of the person or department who approved the request. Actual costs must be compared regularly with budgetary allowance. To facilitate control, this report must highlight any significant deviations, the budgeted amount for future investigation. Acceptance process. Receipt report, detailed document about each shipment, including the date received, the sender, the supplier, and the purchase order number. For each item received, it showed the item number, description, unit of measure, and quantity. The receipt report also contains space to identify the people who receive and inspect the goods as well as for comment about the quality of the item received. There are 2 traits for acceptance. First is receive shipment of goods that are not ordered, and 2, the error in counting the item received. The best control procedure to reduce this trait is to instruct the receiving department to only accept shipments for which there are approved purchase orders and correctly calculating the quantity. The third main activity in expenditure cycle is approving supplier invoice for payments. Process. First is voucher package, a set of documents used to authorize payments to supplier. 2. Non-voucher system, a method for processing debt in which each invoice is approved for posting to individual supplier records in that file and then stored in an open invoice file. Voucher system, a method for processing debt in which vouchers are prepared rather than posting invoice directly to supplier record in debt assistant ledger. Contrary to the non-voucher system, disbursement voucher, document that identify suppliers, including outstanding invoice, and indicate the net amount paid after deducting any applicable discount and deduction. Evaluated receipt settlement, or ERS, a non-invoicing approach to debt that replaces the three-way matching process by matching two ways of purchase order and acceptance reports. Procurement card, a corporate credit card that employees can use only at certain suppliers to buy certain types of goods. The threat in this activity is error in suppliers' invoice, such as mismatches between quote prices and actual prices charged or miscalculating the total amount due. The control is mathematical accuracy of vendor invoice must be verified, and the price and quantity lists here are compared with those shown on the purchase and receive a report. So that's all of our presentation about expenditure cycles. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just comment them below. And I'm so sorry of my pronunciation is so bad and all of my mistake in this video. And that's it. And bye-bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And the last activity in the expenditure cycle is cash disburses. Process. The cashier will report to the treasurer is responsible for paying the supplier. This separates the custody function carried by the cashier from the authorization and recorder function carried by the purchasing and debt department, respectively. Payment is made when the debt is paid to the cashier voucher package. Although many payments continue to be made by check, the use of EFT and FEDA is increasing. The trade in this activity is trade receivable profit projection for future cash collection. Debt accounts and open purchase order files show the number of current and pending commitments for suppliers, and the human resource function transmits information about payment needs. Another trade is paying for items not received. The best control to prevent this trade is to compare the amount listed on the vendor's invoices with the amount entered by the inventory control person who received the item from the reception department.